When I first took up my position as the judge of International Criminal Court, first of all, I am a married woman. I have my husband and 3 children. And this was the first time that I was going to live away from home. That was a challenge. The longest that I had been away from my children, from my husband, would normally be a month, because I would serve in Geneva 3 times a year. It was January, it was 3 times in a year. So if I was away for a whole 1 month, to me that was so long. But the fact that now I was actually going to be physically living here, that was a big challenge. But then my husband and I had discussed it. And he told me when I was going to New York for elections that if you are elected, if you're lucky to be elected, because there are so many candidates, if God wants to give you this job and he gives it to you, you have to be prepared that you will have to live away from the children and myself. So it's something that we discussed before I went for elections. But when it actualized that I was now here, it was a different thing. It was difficult. But I had to come to terms with it and I had to internalize it. And then I started working. And first of all, even just finding a place to live was a challenge, but eventually I settled down. And then I started working. And I was surprised because I had been a judge for a very, very long time. Now I was using a new the Rome Statute. I was used to our Criminal Procedure Code, Civil Procedure Code, at national level. Now I had one Bible called the Rome Statute. This is a hybrid, it's a fused system between common law and civil law. So there was a lot that I had to learn within a very short time, because I then was on preparation of a trial, and it was good that I was with 2 fairly experienced judges, so I was learning from them. And then later on, you take charge yourself. And one thing that really impressed me was how, under the Rome Statute, and really during a trial inside the courtroom, how respectful the judges are towards the victims and even the accused person. At national level, I did not remember calling an accused person, Mr. So-and-so. How do you plead, Mr. So-and-so? That, we didn't do that at national level. At this level, an accused person, you address him most respectfully with his full names, and you ask him about, And then the issue of the victims. I'd been a judge or a magistrate for many years. I had never had a male person recite a sexual offense committed on him. I was really surprised. This case that I handled with 2 other colleagues, we always described ourselves as an all-girl bench because we were 3 women judges from 3 different parts of the world. And I had rape victims recite their experiences, but this man always stands in my mind because whatever was done to him as a man was done in front of his wife and children. Yes. And then, so it's the sensitivity that we have towards rape victims at this international level that has really struck me. That struck me. And it gives you a new dimension towards how you conduct yourself as a judge,